Okay, okay. I'm live, I think so. Okay, let me check. Okay, guys, I am live or not? I think I am live. So just wait. Let me check. I am live or not. If I am live, comment live, bro. Okay, 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 okay. So I am live or not? If I am live, comment yes or no. Comment no. So now let's get started. I am live. Wait a 4 minutes and then we'll start our project. Okay, guys. Okay. So now let's start. We need to set up routes. So for this routes, we need to install a React router. So let's clear the console and now npm I react, not create, react router down. Let's get install it. Okay. So let's wait for install. Till now we can do something. Okay, so just wait for install react router DOM. Okay, guys, so when it is installing, what we can do, we can create inside src, we can create new directory pages, and in this project we have 3 pages. One is login page, second one is sign up, and third one is home page. So let's create login first. So login dot jsx, and here create an functional component, and inside pages I am creating new directory which will, I think so, sign up. So let's create sign up dot jsx, and here create an component. Okay, now let's create third directory. So third will be home. Let's create home dot jsx and create an component here. And now inside this pages I am creating new file index.js for exporting and importing all the components like pages. So home, import home, and the second will be import login, and third one is import sign up, and let export home, login, and sign up. So now we have exported both the 3 component pages. So let's check. Okay, react router DOM is installing. So create clear and let's try it again. Okay, so now it is installing. Okay, so what we can do till now, so let's clear this console also and just wait. What we can do, we can go inside login.jsx, and here we can create an login form. So create login form here. So what will be in our login form? It will be in div, and the first one will be login here. So let's create an h1. Inside this, login to your account. Okay, so your account, and inside this we need to have 2. So first one is for email and second one is for password. So let's create it, and I am putting it inside div. So first one will be, okay, so let's remove it, and here I am creating label for email and write email here. So email, and here I am creating input. So let's create input, type will be email. So let's write email here. Okay, and now let's remove name and id. Oh, so we need id because we have added label. So let's write email here, and outside this div I am creating new div. and inside this I am creating label for password. So for password, and I am writing password here, password, and outside this label I am creating input. So input will be text because password can be anything. So let's give id to it, and id will be password. So let's check our React router is installed or not. So let's try it again. npm I React router DOM, and okay, so let's our React router DOM is installed. So let's install our backend. So let's write here cd server side. Okay, so let me write server side, and here enter npm run dev, and here our React router DOM is installed. So we need to set up routes. So let's go inside main.jsx, and here we will create our routes. So let's create routes first. So const routes equals create browser routes. So let's import it from React router DOM. Okay, from React router DOM create browser router. So let's import it, and let's copy it here and paste it here. So inside this we need to pass an array like this. Okay, and the first object, so element, not this, path. So path will be slash, and element will be, we will render app here. So let's render app like this, and let's add children's to here. So children's will be array because we need login, sign up, and home also. So let's add children's. The first children will be home. So path will be slash, and element will be home. Okay, so let's add another children. So another children will be object. So let's object first, and path will be slash login, and element will be login from pages. So let's, so not this, we need to rename this login. Okay, so let's rename this so login form, and for this we need to rename it for sign up form, okay, so let's rename it sign up form. And now we need to go inside main.jsx. Let's save it and create a new route for sign up. So here path will be slash sign up, and element will be sign up. Okay, so like this, and now we need to set up our routes. Let's check our routes. So let's run the project, npm run dev. So our project is live, not live. So what is the problem? Missing script dev. Okay, so where we install this? I think so inside client side authentication system. Okay, so let me check first where we installed the React router DOM. So here we not installed dependencies. Okay, so where we installed our React router. So let's install it again because we are not inside client side. And here npm I React router DOM. Okay, so let's install it. So let's check where we installed our router. After this, so inside server side, not this, config package.json axios react and react DOM. Don't have React router here. Sorry. So let's check React router is installed or not. So let's try it again. Okay, so let's wait. React router is installed inside client side. So let's run npm run dev. and our project is live on localhost 5173. So let's go on this port. So here I am not getting home because of we need to render our outlet. So let's close it and go inside app.jsx, and here we will got our outlet. So let's remove this all and import outlet from reactor outer DOM, and let's remove the bracket, and here we need to render outlet. So let's render outlet, and if I go here and refresh it, so let me check what error occurs. Home is not defined, so let's import home inside main.jsx. Okay, and now if I will refresh and let me check what thing is happening here. So inside root I have nothing. Okay, so let me check what mistake I made. So children's, okay, so let's remove this if we can, and okay, console, you must provide a non-empty routes array to create router. So let's add it. Oh, we doesn't provide router here, so what that mistake we have created. So let's provide router here and import provider router provider, and here we need to wrap our app, and routes will be, so here routes, or this router will be routes. So now let's check. So here we are getting home. Okay, and if we go to login, so edit login, and if we go to sign up, so it will show sign up to us like this. So now we need to create sign up first or login first. So let's create login first. Okay, so let's go here, and inside this login form, let's remove it and add it here. Okay, and here we have login. So let's import this login form inside login page. Okay, here, so we need to import it here, login form. So let's import login form first. Okay, so we have to rename this. So let's rename login form. Okay, and inside sign up form we also need to rename it. So sign up form. Okay, so like here sign up form, and now we need to go inside this home, and not home, login, and let's import login form. So let's go here and save this. Okay, so let's import login form. Okay, and now login from, not from form. So we have typo mistake, from form. So let's write form here, and if I save and go to my login page and refresh this, so it is giving me the sample output. So we have installed Tailwind or not. So let me check we have Tailwind or not. So let's add class here, class name bg. Okay, so we have Tailwind already installed. So let's create this form first. So let's go inside login form. Okay, here we need to create login form. So let's first give it some color, class name bg. Okay, what's the background color will be? So let's give it shadow. Okay, bg white and shadow excel, like this. Okay. Okay, so we have provided shadow to it, and let's remove, okay, to 100%. And now let's create it. So we need to provide all this inside and center. So height will be screen and width will full and display will flex, justify content center, and align items center. So item center. Okay, item center. Okay, so let me check anyone here or not. Okay, so let's check it. So let's check. Okay, so नहीं check करना bro. And what we need to do is we can simply use any form from Google. Yes, so let's search for Tailwind CSS login form. Okay, and here the first link, Tailwind CSS login form. So let's go on this link. Okay, default login page. So let's copy the code, show code and copy code, and let's go here and paste it. So I have pasted it here, and we need to remove the images. So let's remove the first image. Okay, and if I save this, so it gives me error because of some reasons. Let's input will be closed. Okay, like this, and the second input will also be closed, and the third will also be closed. Okay, and if I check, so it gives me login form. So let's remove the dark theme from here. So here we have dark theme. Okay, so let's remove this dark theme and dark gray. Okay, so let's remove this also, and okay, dark text white, let's remove it. BG, so dark BG gray 900, let's remove it also. Okay, where we have dark theme, dark, so here we have dark, let's remove this dark also. Okay, and here we also have dark. So from this to this, let's remove this. Okay, dark, let's remove the dark also. And here remove this. Okay, font dark, let's remove the dark. Okay, and here we have the dark themes, so let's remove it. Okay, and where we have dark themes, so let's remove dark theme. And if we check, so it gives me light theme, and inside name company. Okay, so inside email we have dark themes, so let's remove this dark theme also. And control plus F for finding class and replace class with class name equals. So let's replace this all. So control plus find class and replace class with class name and replace all. So now we need to provide an function which can login. Okay, so we need to implement an function or forget password. So let's do it. Sign into your account. Okay, like this. So what we can do, we need to set up first link for sign up. Okay, don't have an account, sign up. So inside this anchor tag we need to replace it with link tag. So let's replace it with link tag, and link is not defined, so let's import link, and to will be /sign up. Okay, when I click on this, so it redirects to sign up. Okay, so let's back it, and here we need to let name, okay, and email. So let's develop for sign in. So let's create a function const handle submit here equals asynchronous function, and let's make it arrow function, and let's say try catch here. So we need to handle submit. Okay, so let's handle submit. Okay, so let's see if you are here or not. So okay, okay. We need to await for auth service. So let's check we have imported auth service or not. So export const auth service equals new of auth service. So let's export it like this. Okay, so let's go inside login form, and we need to import auth service here, auth service dot login. So let's login here, and now we need to provide details here. Okay, so let's create state for details. So first for email, and set email equals use state, and the default value will be empty string. Okay, and second one is for password. So let's write password, and slash password here equals use state, and the default value will be empty string. Okay, so let's remove this flow white, or we can remove this div also. We can remove the anchor tag like this. Okay, so what we need to do, when we need to provide it email. Okay, so let's provide a value to it. So value will be email, and on change here I will got event and set email to. So let's write it on this line, e dot target dot value. So it gives me email value. Okay, and we need to set. Okay, so let's set the value to password. So let's write here value will be password, and on change e dot. Okay, so set password to e dot target dot value like this. Okay, okay. Okay, and we need to provide all these values to login. So let's what you require email and password. Okay, so let's write here email and password. So we need to provide email, so let's provide email here and password, and on click. So let's add on click to the button, type submit, and here we have form. So here we have form, okay, like this. So let's say on submit, handle submit. Okay, now here I will got event, so e dot prevent default for loading. So let's write e dot prevent default here. Okay, so here we have created login. Okay, and if error throws, okay. So now let's I doesn't think about error, so let's throw error here to console. And now we need to create sign up form, so let's remove this and let's close this and create and div here. And now we will go to Google and search for Tailwind CSS. Okay, sign up form. So let's go here and register form. So show code and copy code, and let's remove this and paste it here like this. So first we need to remove this. Let's remove this and create an account. Okay, Alt plus Z. Here we need to close this tag and this tag also, and this tag also. Okay, I think errors are gone. So let's go to sign up route by clicking here. So inside this sign up page we need to sign up, we need to import. So let's import here sign up form. Okay, and just give me 1 minute. Sorry. And now here inside sign up form, let's go inside sign up form and remove all the dark theme. So first remove this background. Okay, and dark cover, remove this also. So let's remove this. Okay, like this, and remove this. Okay, and what we can do, we can remove this all dark theme from here. Remove this dark theme also, and here remove this. Dark, all darkness will be removed. Okay, so let me remove it. Text gray, okay, dark text gray 300, dark text primary, let's remove this. And here I have dark theme, so let's remove this dark theme. Okay, dark text gray 400. Okay, so let's take it easy. And now control plus find class and replace class with class name. Okay, so now save it. So here we will go 3 things. Okay, so label, okay, dark text white. So let's remove labels, dark text white, and remove it dark text white. Okay, and button. Okay, so what we have here, so dark, where is the darkness? Okay, create an account, so text will not be white. because BG will be black, I think so. So let's add black here. Okay, now our sign up form has been created, so let's create function for it. Okay, so let's create an function const handle submit equals, this will be async, so let's write async here and create an arrow function and add try catch here, and here I will got events, so let's add e dot event default, and inside this form on submit, so I need to add on submit here, so on submit. Okay, handle submit like this, and now we need to await okay, so await it. Okay, so let me check await auth service dot login, not login, sign up. So here we need to pass three states, so let's create states. So const email and set email equals use state, and the default value will be empty string, so let's add empty string here, and second will be password, so let's add password here, set password equals use state, and default value will be empty string, so let's add empty string, and the third one will be username or full name, so let's add full name here, and set full name equals use state, and the default value will be empty string. So for this, not for this, so here in confirm password we will add our full name, so okay, I will accept. Okay, so let's remove confirm password from here and add full name, so full name. Okay, and the type will not be password, so let's, okay, so type will be text like this. Okay, confirm password, so let's take it easy, and here we need to provide values. Okay, so let's provide values here. Okay, so let's provide values. First one will be email, so for email, let's write it on this line, so value will be email, and on change here I will got event, so set email to e dot target dot value, so let's add value here, and for password, so let's go inside password, and value will be password, and on change here I will got event and set password to e dot target dot value like this. So now for user full name, so let's go here inside full name, and here we need to add value, so value will be full name, and on change here I will got event and set full name to e dot target dot value, and let me think about it, so let me check, so let's comment this code and check if three things are working or not, so I will console it, console.log email password and full name, so on click it will print it on console, so let's think about it. Okay, so let's go on console, and okay, so warning. Okay, so let's refresh, and here we will got one warning HTML4. Okay, So control plus find 4 and replace it with HTML4 like this equals, and here we need to add equals also, so let's do it. And if I will replace this, so the error has been gone. So let's write ABCD Gmail error and 1 2 3 4 and full name will be yes. Okay, so I accept the terms, and if I click on this, so it is rendering. Okay, so what mistake I have on submit. Okay, e dot prevent default. So let's try to pass event here. If I got it, so handle submit, here I will got an event. So if I click on this, so it will rendering too many times. So now check what error is going on. So what we can do, we need to provide it, so let's remove it from here. Okay, and it also, and let's transfer it to div, and on this button, so let's have event listener to this button. So on click, okay, so on click, here we need to pass event here, not event, handle submit. So let's write handle submit here, and let's remove it dot prevent default because we are not using form, and let's do it with this. So let's ABCD 1 2 3 4 and full name will be yes. Okay, so now let me check. If I click on this, so it will print it on console. So we need to uh, send it to our server. So for this, what we can do, we need to simple add try catch here, and inside this sign up we need to provide 3 values. So the first one will be email, second one will be full name, and third one will be password. So after this we will got some data, so let's hold it data. So const data equals await, so we already added await, and let's print this data on console. Okay, data, and if error, so let's throw this error to console. And now let me check. So if I click on this, so this is my email and this is my password and this is my name. So let's write here. So it gives me the data, the user has been created to our backend. So let me show the data, email this, full name this, and password, the hash password we get, this is the hash password in our backend. So here our account has been created, so we need to redirect the user to home. So for this, what we can do, so let's import first navigate here. So const navigate equals use navigate. Okay, and now navigate the user to home. So for this, navigate slash, and if I check this, so ABCD, not AB, this will throw us error because we have created this. So test 1 2 3 4 and full name will be yes. So let's click on this and create an account. So it gives me error. What error? So go inside this, duplicate key. Okay, duplicate key error. What's the duplicate key? So let's go inside our server side, and here inside src models, user model. So let's check it, unique email. Okay, so what key we provided duplicate? So let's test it with ABCD 1 2 3 4 and yes, and if I click on this, so it gives me some error, duplicate key. Okay, and okay, so the we need to create new email. So I'll write new email here, new Gmail. com, and password will be 1234, and let's add the check. And if I create account, so I will redirect to my home page. Let me check if you have any comments. Okay, doesn't have any comments. Okay, so now we need to create our sign up, sorry, login. So the cookies will assign to us. So let's go inside login form. Okay, and here, so let's go to login simply. Okay, and here HTML4, so let's remove the for, not here, we need to add it to here. For equals and HTML4, so let's remove this and refresh the page. So error has been gone. So let me think about it. Okay, and login, so it will login us. Okay, so it will login us. Okay, so it will login us here. So let's print this data to console. If we login here, so let's print this data and add here console.log data. Now let's try to login, and login with test, and password will be 1234. So we need to provide color for this button. So here text white, so let's remove this primary and add black here. So not this black. And so now where form has been created. So when I click on this, so it will give send request, API request to my server. So let's check it. If I click on this, so it gives me some error. So what error I got? Network error. Okay, so there is something in my network. So let's refresh it and add test, and password will be 1234. And if I click sign on, blocked by course. Okay, so we need to set up course for pre-flight requested. So let's go inside server side, and here I have my index.js and main.js, and here we need to provide some debug.env override. Okay, path process env. What the thing we need to provide here? Okay, so course. Okay, credentials, I think so. Okay, let's go here, config, and inside this I have some options. So let's see the options. Path encoding, debug override, process env. Okay, debug override. So for pre-flight requested, we need to set up inside course, not inside this. So let's remove this, and here we need to provide this setup credentials and set this to true. And if I make request, so let's go here, server side, not server side, client side, src components, and here I have a login form. So let's do with this, and let's minimize this. And now we need to check that our login has been working or not. So let's go to console and refresh it, and write here test@gmail1234. And when I click on sign in, so it gives me some error. So response, and inside this data I will got some error. So let's go to network, and inside this login. Okay, so let's see what error occurs. Okay, preview can login, so we have mistakes in our services. So let's go inside services, and here we need to provide our route. Okay, so verify, logout, login. So let's set it to login, and now check. So let's check it. inside console, refresh it and write test@gmail 1234, and when I click on this, so it also gives me error, some error, what error? So let's see, incorrect password. So what's password? So let's take another Gmail, abcd, and if I sign in with this, so I have successfully signed it. Okay, so here I have successfully signed in, message logged in successfully, and ID. So let me show network, and inside this it sets cookies to my header. So the cookies the set by the server is refresh token, and here access token. So we use these cookies to check that our login is not login or not. So let me check inside this app.jsx. You are doing great work. Thank you, bro. Krunal Gupta, bro. Thank you so much. So inside this app.jsx, we need to set up a function which checks from server that user is login or not. Okay. So let's create a function here. So const, we need to create a function. Okay. Okay. So let's create it inside use effect hook. So let's create it inside use effect hook. Okay, so let's create it inside use effect hook, and here we need to import auth service dot check login, so verify login, and after this dot then we need to create an context so we can fetch that user is logged or not. So inside this src I am creating new file context, and inside this context I am creating another file context, so auth context. Okay, auth context dot js, and here export const. Okay, so export const auth context equals create context. So let's write create context here, create, not this context. So let's create the context, and we need to create an provider for this. So let's create provider. So export const context provider, so auth context provider, and this will be an arrow function. So let's write arrow function here, and inside this arrow function we need to set our state for login or user data. So let's create it first for status, and set status that user is login or not equals use state, and the default value will be false, and the second is for user data. So let's create user data and set user data, and the default value will be null. Okay, so let's write null here, and after this we need to set the values. So for this we need to return, okay, auth context dot provider. So let's make it capital like this, and let's write here auth context dot provider, and let's, so we will got children's here. So let's get the children here, and we need to wrap this children inside auth context dot provider. Okay, so we need to add render children's here. So let's add brackets here, and what value we need to provide. So values will be an object. Inside this object the first value will be status, and the second value will be user data. Okay, like this. So please, how to add Google sign in or sign up button. So bro, in this session I am using JWT for sign in and sign up. For Google sign up I can create an video if you want. In this live I am using JWT for verification authentication. So let's do it first. So we will provide this status, and we need to wrap this to main.jsx, so any component can use it also. So for this, go inside this and let's write here. Okay, so auth context provider, and let's create the brackets, and we need to wrap this to this. Okay, so let's remove this and wrap inside this. Okay, so we are getting some error. What error we are getting? So let's see the error. If you are parsing NL because the content concept invalid JS using JSS. Okay, client side context, and here auth context. So let's go inside auth context. Okay, so let's write JSX here, and let me show you. Okay, so what error we are getting? Fail to parse source from import NL because the content concept invalid JS syntax. If you are using JSX, make sure to name the file .jsx.tst extension. Okay, we have created with JSX or TSX. So let me refresh. Visual import main.jsx. So let's go inside main.js and let's write here .jsx, and if I became this, so I will got this form. And so we have provided this also auth context provider, so we need to get it from the context. So let's go inside app.jsx and here verify login that dot, then here I will got response, and for this log the response, and let me show you something. Let's remove the bracket, not this semicolon. So let's go to home page, and if I inspect and go to console, so it gives me the data because, so let me show you network. When I went to page, so it will make request verify for verifying that I am logged in or not. So server is give that you are login because I am passing cookies. So let me show you if cookies is here. So request headers, so inside this I am passing cookies, refresh token and access token, so that server is verifying our refresh token and access token, and then giving response to us. So based on this response we need to implement that we are logged in or not. So for this we need to create an UI. So when I refresh this, so let's refresh this, so it gives me verified response, verified user, like this. So we need to create a new bar. Okay, so it creates, and we need to set the value to our context. So let's create this. Okay, so const destructure equals use context. So destructure equals use context, and here we need to path auth context, and let's go inside auth context, and we need to provide the set values also. Set user data, and find set status. So let's add set status also. Okay, create context. So let's go inside app.jsx and let's destructure the value of set user data and set status. So here I have set status and set user data, and I will console this. So log this all, log set user data. So not this, I need to destructure user data and status also. So user data and status. So let's write user data here, user data and status. Okay, if you are new on stream, so I will explain you what going on here. So comment for explanation. So let's check on console. So if I go to console, so it gives me null and false because we have not set that user has been logged in. So for this we need to set. So let's go here, and we are consoling the data. Okay, So let's go to console, and it gives me the object. Inside this object I have an data. So let's console response dot data. Okay, not this. So let's add console dot log here, and here I will got response dot data, and let's remove the semicolon and refresh the page. So I will refresh the page. So it gives me the user data for logged in ID. So what we need to do is we need to render set it to our context. So let's set user data, and after this what we can do, so we need to pass it, okay, like this, and add an second statement. So let's add second statement here and set status true. And if I got the error, so we don't want to do something. So when I refresh this page and add dependency array empty, so let's add it here and refresh this. So it gives me the data, user data. So let's remove the console here and refresh. So now we have created that our user data has been not or not. So let's remove user data and status from here, and let's go to navbar, and we need to create a navbar. So let's create a navbar, and navbar will be navbar. So let's import it inside app.jsx. So let's import it navbar. So based on this navbar, we need to render that user logged in or not. When user logged in, we will show an button logout, and if user not logged in, so we will show login and sign up buttons. So let's go inside navbar, and here we need to create two divs. First one is for title. So let's title will be authentication. So because we are building authentication, and the second div for, so let's create div for our buttons. So let's create an button. Okay, so like this we need to create buttons. So let's write here login. So let's write logout here, and we need to provide display flex. So let's write class name flex and justify between, like this, and margin x will be 10. So now let's close this console, and we have an logout button. So let's design this logout button. Okay, so class name bg black. Okay, so let's write, and text will be white, and padding will be 5. Okay, not 5, padding x will be 5, I think so, 4. So let's add 4, and padding y will be 3. Okay, and rounded will be full. So rounded full. So we have write rounded full here. So we need to provide rounded XL, I think. Okay, rounded XL is well and wet, well and good, like this. Okay, so what we can do, we need to minimize it. Okay, logout button has been created. So let's copy this button. So not copy this button, we need to render. Okay, so const the first button will be for label. So new items equals an empty array, and inside this I have an label, not for label, I have an label, and label will be login, and for redirection I am using /login. And now let's create another redirection or new item. So label will be sign up, and redirection will be slash sign up. Okay, so like this, slash sign up. And if you are new on stream, subscribe to our channel. So we have created two things. First is login and second is sign up. So we need to render it on the basis of user logged in or not. So let's get it from context. So let's destructure equals use context, and here we need to provide auth context. Okay, so we can destructure status from here. Okay, so let's destructure status from here and copy the status. And if status is true, so we need to render this only this button, and if status is false, so we need to render login button and sign up button. So let's render it conditionally. So I will add here if log status, so status will true, so it will render it. Okay, and if status is false, so we need to render and another thing. So what we can do, we can add here this, and after this we can map. Okay, so new item, so new item. Okay, like this dot map, and inside this map we will got item and index. So we need to return two buttons. So let's copy this button. Okay, and on this, so let's return this button, and inside this we need to render item dot not so item dot label and create and link. So okay, for this let's copy this and put it here inside link tag like this. So control plus V here, and let's remove this, and here we need to provide path. So path will be item dot redirection. Okay, and for this button we need to set up a function. So let's create a function for logout button. So for logout button, const handle logout. So handle logout will be an async function and arrow function. So let's add try catch here. So let me show you try catch, and here we need to await for auth service dot logout, and here we don't need to provide any prop or what we can say it. So let's let's add then, and inside this we will got the response. So let's pass and callback here and log this response. So let's log this response and remove the semicolon from here and provide this handler to this button. So on click handle logout. Okay, so when I click on this, so it will log out me from my server, and after this it will render two buttons. First one is for login and second one is for sign up, like this. And so let me show you. Just open console. So let's go inside console or network. So when I click on this, so it will make request to server like this, and server has logout to me, and we need to set our status and user data to null and status to false also. So let's go here and we need to set. So let's pass in function here. Okay, set status. So here we need to write set status. Okay, so let's go inside context, auth context. So set status, let's copy it, and we need to go inside navbar, I think so. So let's go here and paste it here. And also we need to extract set user data function. So set user data, and we need to set this status to false and set user data to null. So after this the button will be removed also. When I click on this, so it gives me two buttons. So let's minimize the VS Code window and close the console, and let's provide some gap inside this. So inside this I can wrap it in and div. So let's create div first, div, and paste it here. So let's paste inside this div. So let me paste here, and now check what error going on. So item dot label. Okay, so let's remove it first. Okay, let me copy this from here, and inside this I can create and div and paste it here, and I can provide class name to this div. Class name will be flex and gap will be 5, I think so, and item is not defined. Okay, so what's error going on here? Okay, we have this and this, so let's provide curly braces here to this, and if I refresh this, so it gives me login and sign up buttons. So when I click on login, so it redirects me to login, and so let's login with ABCD 1 2 3 4, and let's sign in. So what the error going on here, let's see. So let's go to console, not source, console. Okay, so it gives me logged in successfully. So we need to redirect when user logged in. So let's go inside login form and remove this console, sorry, and we need to import. Okay, so const navigate equals use navigate. So inside this we will navigate to another. So after login, we need to navigate. So navigate to home. For home we are using slash. So let's go inside navbar and let's refresh this page, and I will log out. So I will log out from here, and if I will log in, so ABCD 1 2 3 4, here it will showing login and sign up, two buttons to me. And if I click on this, so I am on the home page, and if I refresh this, so it gives me logout button only. So what we need to do? So okay, on login, so let's go inside login form, and we need to extract the data from our context. So let's extract const equals use context, and here we need to provide auth context. So let's provide auth context here, and we need to extract or destructure set data and set user data, and set status. So when user logged on this, so we need to set status to true, and set user data. So let's write set user data. So we need to set user data to data. Here inside this we will got a new object data. So let's write data here and data. And if I refresh this page and log out, so go inside login and click on this ABCD and write 1 2 3 4 here, and now I will log in. So it gives me the only logout button, and when I click on this, so it gives me login and sign up button. So let me show you. When I click login and refresh this page, so 1 2 3 4 will be password, and if I go to localhost 5173 one more time, so now my cookie has been set to the browser, so it will not log the out me. So let me show you something. So it is making request every time when I reach the page. So it is making verify request to server like this. when I go to the page, it gives me the data, and the data is set it to our context. So let me show you inside app.jsx, and here the data has been set it to our user data, like this, user data, and status is setting to true. So now we have created authentication system successfully. Okay, let me give an preview of this for sign up. Let's go inside sign up and write email for @gmail.com. Password will be 1234 and full name will be Yash. Okay, and let's create an account. So it is rendering me to home. We need to implement that feature that when user sign up, so it will log in it automatically. So let's go inside sign up form, and here after login, okay, so we need to sign up the user. Okay, so auth service dot login, and inside this we need to pass email and password. So what we can pass, email and password. So now let's check it. If I refresh the page, so let's go inside sign up and sign up with new account. So test new @gmail.com, and password will be 1234, and the name will be yes, and create an account. So when I click on this and refresh this, so what is happening here, we need to set the data also. Inside sign up we need to set the data. So let destructure this from our context. So const set status and set user data equals use state, use context, and here we need to pass our context. So context is auth context, here auth context. So let's go set status and set user data. So we need to set our status to true. Okay, set status to true and set user data to data dot data. And now check it out. So let's log out and go inside sign up, and sign up @gmail.com, and password will be 1234 and full name will be Yash. So let's log in. When I click on this, so it will automatically redirect me to login, and after this redirect to my home page. And if I click on logout, so it will log out me, and let's log in ABCD 1234 and sign up. So now I am logged in. If I go to another tab, localhost 5173, so it will log in for 2 days. I think I provided it 2 days inside my .env. So let me show you. I provided 3 days for refresh token or access token and 7 days for refresh token. So now we have created our authentication system successfully. So now we will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye. See you again tomorrow at 10 p.m. Okay, if you have any comments, you can comment. I will reply your comments. Okay, if you have any question, you can comment on chat. And after this, we will end our stream. So let me comment on chat if you have any doubts or any question about this live. Okay, no one commenting. Okay. No comment if you have any question in your mind. Okay, no one. Let me show how many views we get. So if you have any doubt or question, comment it, bro. After this, we will end our stream. Okay. So let me minimize this. Okay, 35. if you have any doubts so you can comment here. Okay, no doubt. So मिलते हैं bro कल at 10 PM. Okay, and